To Ukraine now, where the rift between Russia and the West grew even deeper today. The new Ukraine government signed a trade deal with the European Union, and Vladimir Putin signed the law that completes his annexation of Crimea. Tomorrow, our own Prime Minister, Stephen Harper, walks into the center of it. He'll be the first G7 leader to visit the Ukrainian capital since the revolution. Our Mike Armstrong is in Kiev again for us tonight. Mike?
Well, Donna, Stephen Harper coming here to the capital tomorrow is a gesture that will be noticed. The Prime Minister took off from Ottawa this morning. He spends the night in the Netherlands and will fly to Ukraine for meetings tomorrow afternoon. Those meetings will be only a few blocks from the protest camps in Maidan Square. Whether Harper makes it to the square or not, he will have made an impact. In 1991, Canada was the first Western country to recognize Ukraine as an independent state. This observer says Harper's visit adds to that legacy.
This is a good gesture for and good, let's say, ground for further, even more tight relations between Ukraine and Canada.
Now, the Ukrainian Prime Minister today moved his country politically closer to the West. Signing a political association agreement with the European Union, it is another very important gesture. It is the same pact Ukraine's former president pulled out of 4 months ago to the day, sending protesters into the streets and sparking the Maidan revolution. The signing was very positive news in the square today.
I love Russian language, I love Russian culture, but we need reforms, we need something new. And new is in the West, not in the East.
The deal does not bring more military security to Ukraine, leading to warnings from the Prime Minister. The invasion and annexation of Crimea, he says, may not be Russia's endgame.
God knows where is the final destination. Is it Ukraine or is it the EU?
That strong language is not going over well with Ban Ki-moon. The UN Secretary General in Kiev today is asking both sides to tone down the inflammatory language.
All those rhetorics are not helpful.
In Moscow, there was almost a light mood at times today. Vladimir Putin made jokes about some of his friends being hit by Western sanctions, asset freezes and travel bans, even laughing as he said he'd have to stay away from them. Those sanctions have not slowed down the lightning-quick annexation of Crimea. With this signature, the formal process is now complete in Russian law. It does not, however, change the tense situation on the ground. Ukrainian soldiers remain holed up on bases, surrounded by pro-Russian forces. In this face-to-face, a Ukrainian base commander tells a man who claims to be from a Home Guard militia that his men will not leave without orders. He's asked for his demands and answers he has none. He only needs his superiors to tell him what to do. Now, earlier this week, Russian officials set today as a deadline for Ukrainian soldiers to lay down their weapons and leave. That deadline now appears to be passing. Considering the enormous strain both sides are under, tensions could mount even higher this weekend. Donna?
I know you'll keep us on top of it. Mike Armstrong in Kiev, thank you.